Hey, welcome back. It's just half past the top of the hour, high noon Eastern here in New York. Coming to you live as always from high atop the financial capital of the world, right across the street. The New York Stock Exchange holding the 26,500 level. Everybody's waiting for the big remarks today from Chairman Powell about what the Fed is going to do and what their posture is going to be going forward. Bitcoin still hanging on to its gains of 9,000. And if you remember last week, I said if it closed on Friday above 8, it could go to 9. And if it gets a little momentum here going into the end of the week, a close above 9 could put it back at 10 next week, and I'll keep you posted on all of that. As we told you, we're moving on up. We're moving out of our humble surroundings here at in the financial district, and the network got us this nice, big, beautiful studio. And we find out last minute, hey, you guys got to move right away, and we're stuck. And who do we call? We call Father and Son Moving, where they treat you like family. My boy Ricky's over there, and he's my dear friend. And if you call Father and Son and tell Ricky that you saw it on Liquid Lunch, he's going to take care of you like family. And they did us a huge solid, and they'll do the same for you. The best, most professional, licensed, insured, everything you could imagine and more. And everything you can imagine and more joins us today. Erin Sykes returns to my left, where she looks much better than the guy usually on my left.
That's for
also
sure.
joining us,
That's for sure.
Frankie Morano. Erin, thanks for coming back.
Of course.
You're the best. I almost didn't notice you there.
You can see me from Staten Island.
You're showing up on satellites around the world right now.
Leap.
That is a beautiful dress.
Thank
And Women Wednesday is always a beautiful day for us. And, if you don't know, Erin's been on the show multiple times. She's a branding expert. She's an expert in e-commerce and commercial consumer goods, and she's seen on QVC, and everybody wants her. And Frankie does everything he can to beg her to come down here, and we always appreciate you coming down.
Of course.
So what's happening? I heard you're moving.
I'm actually moving to next door to 15 Broad Street. So, Father and Son Movers, if you're out there, I'll be emailing you.
There we go. All right, and this is how business gets done on
Absolutely.
Problem solved, box checked.
Thanks. What's hot out there in the consumer goods and the brand? What's hot right now? Our audience needs to know about. We talk to business owners and entrepreneurs and small business people. They all want to get ahead using social media and branding and marketing. Give us some tips.
Sure. So, I mean, I think it's absolutely essential to obviously be on every single platform now. And I understand that it's difficult because we have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook pages, paid ads, unpaid ads. You've got to have your website. Like, there's just a lot, and that now there's so much is templated in terms of a website where you post one thing, one place, you create a blog post, and it will push it out to all of those other social media networks. So I think it's important to streamline, your branding, and as much as possible not to get overwhelmed. And for most small to mid-sized businesses, you can do a lot on just a Squarespace site. So not to get overwhelmed. I think it's
Start
super
simple
important.
and
Start
then
simple.
go out there. What's really simple is the contest that we're running for the ABBC coin. It's a cryptocurrency. You can use it on the Aladdin platform to buy all your e-commerce goods. And the ABBC Coin Foundation is giving you rewards of their cryptocurrency for doing one simple thing: watching Liquid Lunch. And to be eligible for the weekly giveaways of cryptocurrency up to $25,000 a week, you have to follow us on Liquid Lunch TV on Instagram, Facebook. Instagram will be the one. We want to see you as a follower, and then you'll be eligible to win. What do you?
Well, look, like the rest of the world, I'm watching the Federal Reserve announcement a little bit later this afternoon, and I'm wondering what you think the Fed is going to do and what you think the Fed should do.
Well, I think the Fed screwed up a few months ago by continuing the rate increases and put us in a little bit of a sticky situation. I think we've already built in, the potential cuts. We were already kind of expecting that it will happen. We've actually all been reporting that it would happen 2-3 times this year. So I think that the Fed is probably going to, play the wait and see game and buy themselves a little bit more time. But I would anticipate that we kind of have to take that cut in July, and since we've already priced it in.
So I talked to a bunch of guys that trade U.S. currency over at TP. I cap they're watching every day, all our boys over there. I kind of call them in the morning and say what's happening, and just get a feel of what the USD is, how strong the market is from different perspectives. And my guy over there, Matt, who was saying that they're looking for this word patience. That if they're going to take, they said they were going to have patience going forward with cuts. If they take out patience, then that might mean they're going to cut in July.
Interesting.
What do you think about that?
So the whole announcement is hinging on this one word, patience, which I don't think is a bad thing. I wish they had been patient, a few months ago, and really held off on those increases. I think the economy is strong, and this is the chicken or the egg type of situation.
Yeah.
So, I think that we're probably going to have maybe a rate cut, but not as many quantity of cuts throughout the remainder of the year.
Right, so I mean, they could hold steady here. They could cut 2 more times ostensibly by year end, but those would both probably be 25 basis point cuts. So even 50 basis points down, I think the market would like to think that's the best case scenario. But 25 to the end of the year will also be a help as long as there's no raises.
Right. No, I think we've exited the potential raise situation right now. Depending,
and I hope you could stick around a few more minutes when Pavlina Osta joins us, because not only is she a prolific social media influencer, and I'd be eager to get both of your takes on where we're going with Libra, but she does not eat meat, right? And apparently the non-meat community is going crazy, because the stock for Beyond Meats, which makes the Beyond Burger, which I've tried and I actually like quite a bit, has gone crazy. What does this mean for young people in investing?
Well, I think that Beyond Meat and other, Chewy, that type of thing, they have really gotten young people, more interested in perhaps investing in the stock market. It's been very sexy recently to engage in these venture capital and some real estate plays and that type of thing, and that's what that millennial generation has perhaps been involved in, not so much real estate for millennials since they're not buying anything. But I think that real estate, or that stock market now with Beyond Meat is quite interesting for the younger group.
We are going to go beyond meat and beyond the outer reaches of the universe with this Woman Wednesday, when we bring in Pavlina Osta, who's going to help us get our Instagram and social media going. I want to remind everyone the ABBC Foundation contests continue. We have all our viewers down in West Palm in Florida. We have Johnny Gillette down in the Carolinas. Everybody's coming in every day, and you got to stay right there. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're coming back with more Woman Wednesday right after this.